Hello, everybody. It's Robert English, week 9, video response on social stratification and plantation mentality. Reading Milton Murayama, essay by Joan Chung-Hui Chang, and it was if I had found any new insight to understanding the novel. Any new insight? I did write down some ideas. One of the first things is she describes the narrator as unreliable due to different viewpoints, which I'm guessing is more. You don't get a sense of hatred or disdain toward, I guess, the U.S. or the people that make like Toshio and his family stay in the plantation, for example. There's no real, I guess, backlash. You don't feel, everything feels a little comfortable. There's no real mention of them being in a plantation and them not it just seems like they're content where they're at, being in the plantation, even though they're forced to be there. It seems like they're mostly content with that, which I found interesting. You would figure there'd be some type of riot or revolts within the book, or the interaction between the Issei and Nisei with the military, I guess, or the government officials. But there's really nothing mentioned of that. Second idea, like the Japanese culture. For example, Toshio, he's very disobedient to his parents, and you see that on how he refers to them as old farts. Now, in Japanese culture, a child is not disobedient like that to their parents. There's a profound respect for the parents, and in this one you don't see it, but at the same time with Kyoshi is mentioned, he defies kind of his parents, but Kyoshi's looked at as a smarter one of them, but he defies them in a way where it's not as direct. He leaves for the military, and let's see, and then did her analysis reinforce better, put into words any thoughts you already have. The mix of different languages and dialects reflect were true. Like, you see it throughout. You see the Japanese, the pidgin talk, proper English. You see that throughout the novel, and then as well as she mentions pidgin is a language of liberation and an act of vernacular defiance, and other times a language of confinement. So those words ring true, like the defiance being Toshio when he gets mad, or he goes on his little rage of pidgin and screaming in pidgin and using pidgin, when he receives letters, you first notice a lot of them are blacked out, but then he tells them to write them in pidgin, and then writes them in pidgin, and then they're not blacked out because all the people that review them don't understand what they're saying. So that's pretty funny. I guess it's part of the defiance, and then language of confinement, which seems to be kind of the revolving theme, is pidgin is not proper English, so you're confined to this status, this lower status within society by using pidgin. Almost like it identifies who you are. So we see Toshio trying to break away from that and try to better himself, because throughout the novel, his wife is always correcting him, and then you see later on she tries to be, the dominant person and with the kids and whatnot. But yeah, those are just a couple of the ideas that I see within the novel that the author of the essay was talking about. But have a good one.